Namaskaram. We continue in Mahabharata with the main story. We had stopped after the birth of the Pandavas and now get back to the childhood days of Pandavas. After Pandu died in forest, the sages who were living nearby, they performed the last rites, the funeral rites of Pandu, in which Madri performed sati. That means she also jumped into the fire and she was also burnt. And the sages, after a few days, took Kunti and the 5 children to Hastinapura. I think we said all that. Anyway, when he reached the palace gates, he told the gatekeepers about them, and they rushed. They guessed that these are some important persons. And another point was that many of them, a large number of sages had come with Kunti just to make sure she gets the right acceptance. And Bhishma and Yudhishthira came and received them, and hearing the news, the ministers, the seniors, and even from outside the palace, the VIPs came because the reach moved very fast. Kunti had left the palace quite a while ago, and her coming back with 5 children, that was news. And the sages informed the Kaurava elders like Bhishma that Pandu had met with his death in the forest, and before that he had got these 5 children by the blessing of gods. They explained blessing of Yamadharmaraja, was Yudhishthira and all that. And they said Madri also had committed sati, and it was nothing unusual those days for a wife to commit sati. And the Bhishma accepted Kunti and the children, and they were given their due place in the palace. The sages went back. They performed the last rites which are done after the cremation. The sages said that 17 days had passed after Pandu had died. So the compulsory 10 or 12 days of Ashaucham was over, and life continued as normal. The 5 children of Pandu joined with the 100 children of 100 sons of Dhritarashtra, and they living happily in the palace, playing and learning. Bhima, even from birth, he was a very strong person. There was a story that when Bhima was born, when Bhima was in Kunti's laps, and she suddenly got up for fear of a tiger or something like that, and Bhima fell down on a rock, and it says that the rock was crushed by Bhima's weight, and true to that, he grew a very strong person. When all the children played, Bhima fought with the Kauravas and he could handle 100 of them alone. When they played some water sports, Bhima would push the Kauravas under the water, 10 of them or 12 of them together, and they cannot escape until Bhima felt pity on them. But Bhima had no evil intentions. He was simple-hearted, kind-hearted. It was just showing off. But Duryodhana had a different mindset. He, right from childhood days, he thought that it was because his father was blind that he was denied the throne. Because Pandu became a king when Dhritarashtra was alive, just because of his blindness. Of course, now Pandu is no more, but Yudhishthira is senior. Yudhishthira was born, and it was after 1 year that Duryodhana was born. Duryodhana and Bhima were of the same age. It said that they were born on the same day. So Duryodhana wanted to become, he was very power hungry. So he wanted to get the throne by any means, hook or crook. So he viewed Pandavas as the obstacles for him. And Bhima was the person to be handled. If Bhima were not there, then the others were no match to Duryodhana. Duryodhana had tact. He had, of course, he had skill and strength. Only thing was, Bhima was physically much stronger. So Duryodhana started plotting to destroy the Pandavas, especially Bhima. His idea was, if Bhima could somehow be killed, the rest of them could be handled. And once Duryodhana arranged. Now, when Pandu died, Dhritarashtra acted as the king in charge until someone else was ready to take over. So Duryodhana had that advantage. He arranged for an outing to the river Ganga, and there he took with a large number of servants to cook and to prepare for tents, and they stayed there for a few days. And he arranged for a very powerful poison called Kalakuda, that is known to be the most potent of poisons. And he poisoned the food to be offered to Bhima. He added a large portion of poison to the food, and he himself fed Bhima. And the food was very tasty, and Bhima was, a voracious eater. And he ate to his fill. By the time he finished his food, he swooned and fell down unconscious. And this was in the evening, and Duryodhana arranged for Bhima to be tied firm. He himself joined, and Bhima was tied firm, and he was dumped into the river, and nobody noticed. Bhima sank to the bottom of the river, and so many poisonous snakes came and started biting him. But luckily for Bhima, the poison of the snakes acted as antidote to the poison he had consumed. And after a while, the two poisons cancelled each other, and he grew he got consciousness back, and he opened his eyes, and he saw the snakes, and he fought with them, and they were thrown away. The snakes went and reported the matter to their king, Vasuki. Vasuki is one of the very famous characters in epics. Vasuki was Shiva's favorite snake. Vasuki was used in the churning of the Milky Ocean, which will come soon. And Vasuki came with the snakes, and with Vasuki came a snake. I forget its name. He was known to be the grandfather of Kunti's father. Kunti's father was Shurasena. Shurasena's grandfather was a serpent. In those days, men and animals and birds, snakes, they were all of the same, same race or something like that. And what was the name of the... Aryaka was the name of the serpent. And Aryaka introduced himself, and they took Bhima to the underworld, to the palace of Vasuki. And Bhima was treated very well, was given enough food and drinks, and Bhima recovered. And it was time for Bhima to go back, because he had missed his house for several days. And they wanted to give him a suitable present. They thought about very precious stones and valuable gifts. Then some wise people said, no, that's not what he will need. They have plenty of that with them in the palace. Give him that potent drink which they had in the palace. And it was a drink stored in pitchers. One pitcher would give enough strength of 1,000 elephants. That is what it said. And they gave Bhima to drink as much as he could. We'll continue tomorrow with the rest of the story. Namaskaram.